really, really interesting because earlier in the week, Steve did a fantastic chat show with Peter Hickman and Horst. And I can understand every word that Horst said, but Peter, no, it wasn't true. This is another lad who comes to the Northwest and gives so much back. Peter, you must be looking forward to decent weather tomorrow.
Yeah, I can't wait. Can't be much worse than it was last night, can it? But no, it's been an interesting week for me. The weather's been kind of hit and miss on Tuesday. It wasn't too bad, to be fair, just a little bit mixed. And then yesterday morning was pretty glorious, really, wasn't it? It was nice all the way through the practice and qualifying, and then the heavens opened for the evening, which was a bit of a shame, really. And I tried, I went out and I wasn't in the Supersport race anyway, but I went out on the Stocker, and yeah, not great on the first lap. They gave us 2 warm-up laps, so I came straight in to make a big change to the bike because I wasn't comfortable. I did another walk lap, still wasn't comfortable, made another big change again to at least try and start the race and try and put on a show for you guys, really, as much as anything else. Obviously we won a race, but when you guys are all stood there out in the rain as well, I feel like we all need to make the effort. So I went off the line and didn't feel great again. I had some really big moments in some unusual places, and I just felt the risk was too much. So unfortunately I pulled in after lap 1, and hopefully tomorrow we can rectify that with some nice sunshine and some fast, safe racing for all of you lot to watch and for us to be involved in.
People had to be conscious too last night, bad conditions, but it was cold. It was cold as well, which gets inside you.
Yeah, which is probably half of the problem that we had, really, was the cold, not necessarily the water. There wasn't too much standing water around, but we could not get any temperature into the tyre whatsoever, which is really unusual, especially with a wet tyre, because they're so soft, they generate heat really, really easily. But it was honestly like riding on ice. There was places in 6th gear on the run to university where you just have a little kink left and a little kink right just before you get there, and in 6th gear, 195 mile an hour, the bike went sideways and lock to lock, and that doesn't normally happen. That's really, really unusual, and that's why I felt the risk was too much.
I'm going to hand you over to Steve in a moment, but I just want to say that the chat show that this lad did with these 2 fellas during the week was exceptional. Listen to John McGuinness, he gets a wee bit nervous. You must be the most laid-back driver or rider on the grid that I know. You just rack up on the bike and away you go.
Yeah, I've always been pretty much the same, horizontal one way or another. I like to be laid back, life's too short to worry about all the other rubbish going on in the world, isn't it? So yeah, nice and chilled. I get up late in the morning, put my leathers on and go riding, that's about it.
I don't think it's that easy in your life to. That was one of my questions next, really. You're the ultimate professional. We've done quite a few gigs together. You come up here on stage and you say all the right things and do the right things within your riding and, of course, with all the public. But you're a busy boy. British Superbikes, the Isle of Man TT, the Northwest, all the other events that you do. You're running the Ovali racing series for the kids, and obviously you got your performance centre. How do you manage to concentrate on racing 50 motorbikes with all that going on in your life?
It's something I get asked quite a bit, and interestingly enough, even from a sponsor point of view or even the team point of view, it's always a comment that gets brought up of, we need to make sure you're concentrating on racing and not on all this other stuff going on in the background. But to be honest, I've always been a person that's able to just shut off from things. Like with my business, I've got lots of other side businesses going on here, there and everywhere, and Ovalis and parts and kids' parents, which are a pain in the ass, to be quite honest, but the kids are all brilliant, the kids are mega, and the racing's awesome. We've got a couple of championships in the UK and one in Ireland now for the kids. They're like between 6 and 8 years old upwards, up to about 15, 16, which is brilliant. One make series, one make class, so it's nice and fair and even between all the riders, which is brilliant. But honestly, when I come to a race weekend, I literally switch off from it all. I don't look at my emails, I don't really look at my texts or anything like that. When I come to a race weekend, I'm here to race, and that's that. So that's what I concentrate on. I guess I just take on whatever the job is in hand at the time, I just do that.
Last night, obviously different conditions. We chatted earlier about, lack of grip on your stocker and not being quite so happy, which is fair enough in those conditions, but tomorrow, hopefully nice and dry, bit of sunshine. What kind of disadvantage is it for you, being as tall and big as you are, racing against a little man as big as that little speaker there that won 2 races yesterday?
It's probably more difficult than people realise. Power to weight makes a massive difference, and also actually to top speed, more because of the actual physical size on the bike. Is obviously more wind or more drag. So yeah, it can be quite difficult. Enough of them little chicanes, people like Lee Johnston, Alistair, they really jump away because the power to weight is massive for them. So luckily here at the Northwest, because of the big long straights, we've actually got a bit of time to run back at them in the slipstream, which makes a big difference.
Well, all the very best tomorrow anyway.
And before he goes, he always is a ray of sunshine. And look what Peter Hickman has brought to us in Coleraine today. A ray of sunshine. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the stars of the International Northwest 200. All round good guy too. Show our appreciation, Peter Hickman. Peter, run him off this way. And you get all your autographs and do your signings, whatever it is. We appreciate it. God bless you. Thank you. Now next up, oh, a wee man with a big heart.